again. One of the guilds wanted you to try to see if any of the doppelgangers are worth recruiting, and then one of the other, and then that was Harper's, and the Emerald Enclave wanted you to stop one way or the other, the ones that have been causing trouble, and they say Bonnie is probably a good place to start at the Yawning Portal.
Okay. How long has it been since we finished all the work for Jarlax?
I mean, a day or two, because it wouldn't take them too long to get that out of there. So I mean, he's been sending his guys down there to get the money out. So I'd say it's probably the next day or the day after that you guys, after the day that you guys save the staff.
Have we been paid yet?
No, the money is still being pulled out of the vault. So, but it shouldn't be any time though. So, because he was going to get all the money out, have his boys get all the money out, and then he's going to, have Sheena come by and see you and set up arrangement for the payment and everything. So, or you guys can go by the theater, because he said he's probably going to be at the theater most of the nights this week. So.
Well, have you guys had enough of a sabbatical that we can get back to work?
Yeah.
May as well make our way over to the Yawning Portal then. Go visit our old friend Vola, the guy that tried to cheat us out of our original payment. Give us a shitty bar instead.
Uh-huh. And, alright, so you guys head over to the Yawning Portal?
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys head inside, and you look in, it's just as busy as ever, maybe even a little busier than usual tonight. And there's, friendly faces that you've seen before there. And one of the faces that you see is Bonnie. She's over at the bar. And then when you are going over towards the bar, you guys look over and see that, speak of the devil, your friend Volo is over there too. And he actually sees you guys and starts waving you guys. So he's like, hey guys, over here, if you got a minute.
What do you want?
He says, nothing, just talk for a minute. Can I get you guys a drink? And then he asks if you guys want to sit down at this table.
I very quickly turned my opinion around. I'm happy all of a sudden. Happy to see him.
I'm just looking at you with a confused look.
And he actually looks a little confused too. He's like, oh, good. Well, I'm glad to see my friends again. And kind of looks at all three of you guys, but actually doesn't look you in the eye though, G, completely. He kind of just skims over your face a little bit. And he's like, hey guys, I've been off taking care of my book, and it's going to be doing well. I'm also going to be doing another book too, and I was looking for investors possibly. I heard you guys might have come into some money recently.
So
he has this big giant smile on his mustachey face, his fat mustache.
I mean, I was mostly kidding when I said, what do you want? But now, first you turned things around with the offering of a drink. That was a good way. That went a long way. But now you're asking for money.
He says it's it's for a good reason, and then when the book starts selling, I'll pay you back. It's just publication costs. We're almost there. All the information's gathered. It's just getting the damn thing printed. It's costing a little bit more money than I thought.
How much is it that you're looking for?
Hang on, guys. I'm looking that up right now. He says it's not much. It's not much, and he's explaining what he's, all the stuff that he did to try to convince you guys, and all the, different creatures that he's seen to put into his book of monsters and interesting creatures in the world. So, 1 second. Oh, and while you guys are there, I'm assuming you're looking around and stuff, so, yeah, actually, can you guys give me perception checks? Anybody that's looking around? I'm assuming you're not just sitting there staring at Volo the entire time. chapter's a pain in the ass to get to. Almost. There it is. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, he says it's just a measly 5,000 gold pieces, and kind of mumbles off a little bit, looking over. Not anybody right in the eye when he says that.
And what is the return on this investment supposed to be? Like, how are we supposed to get this back out? I mean, you already reneged on one deal. Why would we believe that this is going to be any better?
He says,
We don't need another bar.
yeah.
He's got a back pocket full of bars he just hands out to pay off debts.
He says, actually, well, I guess it would just be, you would be adventurers, and I'd put your name in my book. Like, I'd even put it, like, you know, in the credits in the beginning. Thanks to the totally and awesome and wonderful Rav, Akasha, and Eldor, and even Ghost. You know, so just have it mentioned in my book. And also, don't forget, you know, I got you started, this, you know, on this little adventure that you guys were doing, and got you guys set up. And if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even have found them.
Does that sound like? Yeah. Does that little you know, blurb in the front of the book, does that sound like it's worth 5,000 gold to you guys? Because it doesn't sound like it to me.
No.
He says, "All right, man. I was just, you know."
I want to insight check him. Like, is it legitimate? He's really looking for 5,000 gold just to get this book published. Like, he's not like in debt with somebody, and he's, you know, like looking for somebody to, you know, keep him from getting his kneecaps busted or something.
Go ahead and roll an insight if you want to. Anybody that wants to see a thing.
I'm gonna roll an insight just to see how drunk he really is. I think that was gonna work.
Jeez. Yeah, you guys both rolled really well there. Sako, he's had a few drinks, but he's not that wasted. And you guys can both tell that he actually is telling the truth, but he didn't. There's one little part that he's not telling you. You can get the feeling that he's not telling you, but there he is serious about, you know, you guys actually having your name in the book, and that's it. But there is a little something that he's not telling you. You get the feeling. So.
It seems like there's got to be something more to this, there, Volo. So what is it that you're actually out with it?
He says, okay, it was supposed to be a secret to everybody, but he says he's going back out to start checking out other places. He's going to go to all the different taverns of the world, and he wants to start writing, you know, another book. He's going to make another book, and about all the taverns of the world, the things that he's seen there, the people that he talks to, or stuff like that at taverns. So it was supposed to be a secret, but he didn't want to tell anybody. That's his new project, so he wants money to help print the old, you know, the Guide to Monsters, and then also he's going to be starting a new project too. So that's why he's asking for money. But he doesn't seem to be in any trouble, you can tell.
I don't know, guys. What do you think?
I'm up to my billfolds and bars right now. Bars and burdens.
5,000 isn't a whole lot, but I don't know. Doesn't sound like it's a great investment on our part. I don't see how we're going to recoup any of this from you.
Yeah,
He
how
says,
is it you plan to pay us back?
He says, when the book sells. Yeah, that's it. Hopefully, when the book sells. Yeah.
This book about you traveling from bar to bar, or this other adventuring book about the creatures you've seen?
Well, either one, but the book about the monster, Volo's Guide to Monsters, I call it, is going to hopefully be out soon. So, waiting for that first. Oh, and since I have the page up here, again, since you guys, Emic did come to see you guys in those couple of days while you were resting at the tavern and everything, and he said that he needs 1,500 gold. That's what he wanted. So.
He's an outright no.
And with him, it's like you wouldn't even really, you know, he's not good with money, so you know he probably got himself in trouble. You wouldn't even need to roll insights or anything on that. So But
Yeah.
he did come himself, though. He came himself to see you guys, and congratulate you on finding the vault. And then, of course, like, didn't even wait more than a minute before he started asking for cash.
I mean, that was nice of him to not send were rats to come try to beat, try to steal us or steal from us this time. But yeah, no.
Oh yeah, it was Kelso still hanging around too, isn't he?
Did he?
He's still
Did
at
he
the
come
bar,
back?
isn't
I don't. We talked about it, but I don't. He did come back, didn't he? And
He was
I told
gonna-
him that he was going to work for Sniffles.
he? Yeah, he was going to be
Sniffles
the
is the supervisor. Yeah.
So when he came in, Emick saw Kelso, and it was kind of a odd exchange there. But again, nobody got mad or anything, but they kind of definitely looked at each other for a minute. So you definitely recognized Kelso. Kelso recognized him. But yeah, Volo, as far as you can tell, he is telling you the truth. He's not in any kind of trouble or anything, but you also get the feeling you're probably not going to get your money back. So, I mean, you can't say for sure. His book could be a huge hit. Who the hell knows? But
I mean, I do have some inside knowledge that Volo's Guide to Monsters was a big. So if it was to make another decent hit of a book, then he could potentially make good money from that. Tell you what. As far as I'm concerned, this is up to I need my compatriots to buy in here as well. But if we will agree to this anyways, the arrangement would need to be something beneficial enough to us to be worth this risk, because you're a pretty significant flight risk as well, because you travel a lot. So if we give this to you, it's not just going to be a matter of paying us back the 5,000, because that would just be a zero interest bet essentially, which would be pointless on our part. So instead, every copy sold. How much is the book gonna? What's the MSRP on this book going to be? How much you selling this book for?
he says, well, I want to try to make it a nice hardbound edition. A good book that would look on a library shelf, on a collector's shelf. So, and what would be fair out of Game G? Like what, 2 to 5 gold pieces for a really nice book?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, I could. That's probably fair. They're probably not even that much. Like for a real, like a in universe style book that isn't, of arcane origin or something like that, would probably be like a gold maybe, if that.
Okay, so he says, again, I want to try to make them, pretty nice looking. So I'm going to see if they sell, I'm going to see if I can sell them for a suggested price of a gold piece each. So.
Maybe 5 copper per. Let's see, how long would it take us? That'd be 10,000 copies before we'd make it back. Is that right? Am I doing that math?
So it'd be what,
No, that's only 500 gold, so it's 100,000 copies. Yeah, we'd have to sell 100,000 copies for us to make our money back if we did 5 copper per. Tell you what, we make 10%, so 10 silver per copy you sell until you pay us back the 5,000, and then it dips down to 5 cents, 5 copper per, in perpetuity.
He says, okay, can you roll a persuasion or intimidation, however you want to do it?
I'm going to use my smokeless pipe.
Okay. And that's in. No, you can do either one, right? Or is it Sako?
No, that's Sako that can do either one. Yeah.
So that's intimidation, right?
Hang on, but it didn't roll with advantage, so it should have rolled with advantage. I'll have to fix that afterwards. Let me just.
Okay. And
20.
yeah. So when you're just, you kind of put your hand, along the spear on your back, just for a second, like you're, going to scratch yourself, and you make sure you grab the handle of the spear real quick while you look at him. And he says, okay, all right, you guys drive a hard bargain, but I don't know if I'll be even able to get this off the ground without you guys, so deal. And he sticks out his fat little hand. So.
Well, it's not just me. We got to convince these guys too. Cowman, elf lady.
And he looks over at you guys too, Bolo does, and he just has his hands together, and he's just smiling.
Ignore that roll. I was just testing it. Ignore that roll there. I just fixed it.
Okay.
Apparently, you can't have them. You can't have proper capitalization if you're going to put a skill in there. It has to be lowercase. That's yours.
Yeah, I guess that sounds all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
And keep in mind, this is kind of more doing you a favor then, because you selling 100,000 copies before we even break even is unlikely. But you know, as much as I'm hesitant to begrudgingly agree to this, you did kind of accidentally get us kind of set on this path here.
He says, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." And he looks over and says, "Are we in agreement, Mr. Eldor, Mrs. Akasha?"
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Says, "You guys won't regret it. You really won't. You guys are the best friends I could ever think of. I'm gonna tell Fluin all about this. He'll be happy too."
I already regret this.
And you can tell that he actually is like really happy. So again, from everything that you guys have gathered, he being totally honest with you guys, he's just always asking for money. So you guys have the deal. Now, did you guys just doing a gentleman's deal, or are you guys gonna write out a contract?
No, we'll write it out. I mean, if it's essentially it's a book deal, so it does need to have some stipulation to it, some means of tracking him down legally if we need to.
Plus, I'm a cow. I can sit on him.
Can break his little arms.
He says, "Yep, no problem." And when you guys are filling out the contract and writing it out and everything, he says, "If I happen to be out of town or whatever, just find Floon, and he can get a message to me, because I always let him know where I go, so he can have a message sent to me if you guys needed to get a hold of me or anything. So, and that way you also know that I'm not just running away. I'm just out seeing the taverns of the world, working on my new book." So, 'cause Floon is
Yeah,
still
yeah.
around. Yeah, you guys, he didn't get killed. Yeah, so Floon's still around, hanging around somewhere. I mean, you guys would know where he is, of course. But you guys took him home, didn't you? After you guys found him that one day, like at the beginning of the thing. Did
Yeah,
you guys
we
go to
walked
his house and
him.
take home?
We walked him out into the street, like to a safe area, I think, and then let him go himself the rest of the way, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we escorted him.
Yeah, we'll say either you guys found out, in between then, and then if not, then Volo tells you where Flu lives. That way you can get a hold of him, everything. So.
Okay, well, good luck with the book. Make us our money back, or I'll find you.
He says, "I don't doubt that. I'm gonna have to put you in my monster manual of right.
All right. Well, while this is all, while we're having this conversation that I've been trying to keep an eye on, is she, I guess, has she recognized that we came in? You may have mentioned it, and I just didn't hear. Did she notice that we came in?
Yeah, she has since then, since you guys were over there. When you guys you kind of had to pass by the bar to go over and talk to Bolo, and she was busy with customers, but she did see you guys. So, and also, okay, yeah, you guys notice, especially you, babe. You notice that there's a table, and there's with 4 humanoids sitting at it, and they're kind of looking at you guys a little bit like suspiciously. Again, not like in a threatening way or anything like that, but they're kind of keeping more of an eye on you guys than anybody else is. Everybody else is just doing their own thing. So that's what that perception roll was for earlier when you guys first came in. And then Bonnie is over at the bar still.
My spear is missing off of my character sheet. I just noticed.
Okay.
It isn't.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, just drag. No. Just drag a regular spear on there, and I'll just update it real quick.
Just a regular one, or find a +1 magic spear?
Yeah, +1's fine, and I'll update it from there. It'll already be listed as magic. Well, I saw it flash for a second, like it was there, and then just immediately disappeared.
Okay, because on my side it still shows it. Actually, let me close your sheet and bring it back up. But yeah, the top 2 refined spear, thrown, and regular melee.
That's weird. Okay. I'm gonna close Fantasy Grounds and relaunch it. We can keep going. I won't need the sheet. See if it comes back.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're heading over to the bar.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm gonna share a map.
Fantasy rounds will probably lag for a second before you do while I'm reconnecting.
Okay. Okay, so you guys go over to the bar. Go over to see Bonnie? Or are you guys still just over hanging out at the moment?
I'll go see Bunny.
Okay.
Where in adjacent to the bar is that table that they were all sitting at?
Pretty much directly across from the bar. Directly across from the bar, and of course the center of the yawning portal is that big giant hole, because they're not very good at construction in this place, and they don't fill in giant craters before they build a building around it. So that is across from the bar, and there is a bunch of tables around the hole, and it's on the southern side of the hole. So is that about 40, 50 feet away from the bar?
Okay, so if we're facing the bar, is the table behind us or in front of us?
They're behind you. Because if you're
Okay.
sitting at the bar, then you're looking at the wall, you know, looking at Bonnie, looking at the wall, so you would have your backs to them if you are sitting on the stools of the bar.
Okay, then I'm gonna turn around and just lean my back against the bar and just kind of watch the table.
Okay.
Not like directly staring at them, but kind of, you know, glancing around but keeping an eye on them.
Yeah. And when they see you looking around and stuff, they try not to meet your gaze or anything. You know, again, they don't try to like instantly look away super fast, but they're not trying to stare you down or anything like that. But you did notice that is the same people that were looking at you before, because you were at one of the other tables talking to Bo a minute ago, because he was sitting at one of the tables. So. And when you guys go in, Bonnie says, at least I know Rob went up to the bar. You did, right, Jake?
Yeah.
Okay. Bonnie says, hey, nice to see you again. How's things? I heard you're even more famous than before now.
Oh, we're doing okay.
She says, good. Can I get you and your friends anything to drink?
What time is it, G? You said it was evening, right?
Yeah, you guys would be like early evening. So, or maybe mid-evening, whatever. Like the crowd's starting to kind of come in.
Yeah, give me a vodka. Actually, make it a double vodka, please.
She says, no problem. Anything for your friends? As she goes to reach up under the bar. Or actually, no, she turns around, to grab a bottle of vodka off the shelf. So, and she says, top shelf, medium shelf, what would you like?
Top for me.
She says, got it. She pulls out a bottle with some clear liquid on the inside of it. Pulls out a double-sized shot glass and fills it to the brim. Doesn't spill any though. And she says, oh yeah, you're standing at the bar, aren't you, babe? You're just turned around, right?
Yeah, I just have my back leaning up against the bar.
Okay. And so she kind of goes over your way and says, what about you, pretty little thing? Can I get you something?
I'll just take an ale.
She says, you got it. And then, are you at the bar, Sako?
Yeah, I'm just following everybody.
Okay. And she says, what about you, big man? Can I get you something to drink? Some milk, something?
I'll just say something strong, something sweet, top shelf.
She says, all right. And she goes, pulls out a bottle and says, how's some cognac sound tonight?
That's fine.
All right, so she pours a beer, sets it, well, I guess behind you, since you're still kind of turned around, babe. And then she pours some cognac for Sako, for Eldor, sets it down. Then she collects from you guys, but of course it's just a few silver or whatever, so not even worried about that. And she says, so, you guys getting in any trouble tonight? How's things going for you?
Going well. We've got some work to do. We were tasked with finding out what's going on with, and I'll kind of whisper, bring my voice down a little bit. Folk that aren't necessarily stuck to one shape, let's say. But you know anything
Sure.
about that?
Yeah, she kind of, not suspiciously, but kind of looks around a little bit and says, "Yeah, I've always got a keen sense for those like myself. I'm sure you must know that if you're here to talk to me. I know there's been a few around town that have been causing problems, and they've not just been doing petty stuff. There's been I've heard a couple of them have been changing themselves to look like the politicians, guards, things like that, and have been trying to cause some upheaval, socially in town too. So not really sure what their intentions are, but there are other good changeling folk around here too that are just trying to make an honest living.
Oh, I didn't mean to infer that they're negative by nature, but that's just what we've been asked to do.
She says, I definitely understand. I can tell you some of the good ones, and she says, a couple shop owners, other, people that she would know in town, and says they've been not causing any trouble at all, and myself here, also just trying to make a living for myself, but there have been a few others causing trouble, and actually, and she looks over and says, "Oh, speak of the devil, that table over there, uh, those ones over there, they've been not so honest with folk." So, and she points at the table, and it's the same one that you were looking at, babe.
Mm-hmm.
So she says, "Those folks over there, I don't know exactly what they've been doing, but I don't really get a good feeling from them, and they're not as they seem, I guess you could say, looks wise. Because when you look over there, they're just humanoids." So
I'll keep it while still facing towards the bar, towards Bonnie. I'm gonna lean over a little bit towards Akasha, so that they can't read my lips if they were looking this direction, and ask Akasha, I guess. What are you? Well, shit. Do they look like ill repute to you?
Well, they've been staring us down since we walked in here, so at least go talk to them.
Yeah, it couldn't hurt. Any more information we might be useful to us, Bonnie?
She says, no, that's they are kind of, again, not like in a threatening way or anything, but they're definitely keeping an eye on you guys. Like they're a bit cautious themselves. So, and then especially when you started talking to Bonnie, they definitely took more notice, and they're trying not to make themselves seen, but they are looking. And again, it's not like they're sitting there with their hands on their weapons or swinging swords around or anything.
I'll ask Akasha, I guess. Then, some against any idea if they plan on leaving anytime soon? They look like they're going to be here a while.
Does it look like they're gonna leave?
Probably not. I mean, they just got more drinks brought to them, and they've been there for a little while. Did you guys ask Bonnie that, or were you guys just talking?
I was asking Akasha if she, gets the impression that they're going to be hanging out a while.
You did just see them get another drink dropped off at their table while you was looking.
Alright, so looks like they're gonna be here for a little bit at least.
All right, well, I guess we might as well just talk to them. What do you guys think?
Sure.
I think I will, on the way to the bar, or on the way to their table, then, if we're all going over. How is there enough room for 3 at the table?
Yeah, actually.
One of them being a cow?
There's actually, I mean, that table's pretty full, because it's just, the one that they're sitting at, it's a square table. But there's a table, 10 feet to their west and 10 feet to the east, left and right of them. So you could definitely pull your chairs up and not be far away and be able to make conversation without having to yell over the room. So actually, hang on. And I will drop you guys on there. Oh, and then I'll put them in there so you can see them.
Go sit down and eavesdrop.
And I didn't even bother to find different tokens for them because, I mean, by the time you guys got to this point, you would have known what they are, but they're obviously not. They are in humanoid shape with clothes on and everything. They're not sitting there naked looking like Roger from American Dad.
Yeah, I think going over to sit nearby. If they're already eyeing us, it'll be pretty clear anyways, but might as well just sit nearby and see if they keep...
Keep our ears open for any loose lips.
Yeah.
Alright, so the table in front and the table behind them are open?
Yeah, did you guys get the map now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the two tables around them, those tables are actually open because, again, the other people seem like they kind of got an odd feeling from them too. Like, nobody seems like they're super afraid of them, but they just seem like creepy, I guess you can say. Like, the other people seem like they're a little bit creeped out by them in a way because they just have a odd feeling, I guess. So most of the other tables are taken, but those two that you see to the left and to the right are open. So.
All right. I'm going to sit down at the table facing them, with where I can face them.
Okay. All right. And when you guys are sitting over there, they kind of look over at you guys for a second, and they say, hey guys, how you doing over there? Are you, Rav and Akasha and Eldor?
I'm gonna grab my hat and I'm gonna turn into this guy, the guy that's talking to me.
Okay, the one.
The one that's talking, specifically, however, the one that's talking to me, how he looks, I'm just gonna mimic his appearance.
Okay. Yeah, he's a human male, average height, blonde hair, about shoulder length or so. Kind of looks like a dorky looking dude. But so you put your hat on, it looks just like him, and he looks at you and he says, "Oh, that's a nice little trick." And then he actually makes himself look like, let's see. Yeah, he makes himself look like the guard captain, Captain Staggett.
Staggett.
He's actually seen
All right.
before. Yeah.
All right, I'm
So
gonna
he
go ahead and
kinda-
turn into Staggett too.
And then, so you guys do that, and you guys see the people around you. Again, they are kind of looking over at you guys because they were already looking at you guys because they know who you are, and the doppelgangers were kind of creeping them out. So people looking over at you and seeing that you guys are changing your appearance, and you notice that people close to you on those other tables and chairs have gotten up and left. So, like, quietly. I mean, they didn't just get up and like kick their chairs over and run and scream, but they just get up, and take a big drink of their drink and set it on the table and just kind of walk out of the bar.
Like in an old Western movie when, somebody walks in through the Batwing doors and everybody, it look like it's going to be a bar fight.
And then all you hear is like boots stomping, and then the Batwing door swings open. No, but yeah, they do get up and start kind of leaving. Like, all right, this is getting a little odd. I don't know what the hell's going on. So.
Yeah, I'm Rav.
There we go.
These are my friends here. We were asked by some, let's say, important people to come find out, the trouble you might be causing.
They say, trouble? We're not causing much trouble. We're just here having fun in the city, trying to make a buck or two, just like everybody else.
Oh, I'm amenable to that if that was the truth. Insight check.
Feel free. And then perception too, if you guys are, whoever's looking at the group. But again, more than just a quick glance, if you guys are actually checking them out. Hey, good
Yeah,
one.
natural 20. God damn it, I just fucking fixed it.
Oh, it's that sound messing up again, huh?
Yeah.
Is that the same thing that was happening last night on your game?
Yeah, it's the exact same thing. It's like it used to rarely happen, but now it's been 15 minutes. It happened 3 times last night. So the recording was in 4 parts last night. So I've got to restart this machine again, which means the recording will be broken for a minute.
On them, some of them have purple clothes on, and you do notice that they have actually one of them has a black snake tattoo, and the other 3 have that Xanathar's spoke symbol, eye symbol on their clothing.
So they can shape change, but they're keeping their identification visible? Like they, I guess, maybe amongst themselves it might be useful, but
I mean, yeah, they might not always, but you can tell that they weren't afraid to wear their garb that has that on there when they came in here tonight. So. And did you ask him how? Did you actually say that out
yeah,
loud?
yep.
He says, well, we work for. He says, we work for our master and do his bidding. So, however he decides he wants to make money, he always has eyes on the whole city. So.
I'm just gonna kind of scoot over behind him and have a seat.
All right, and when you walk by them, they, the two that you walked by on that side of the table over there, looked at you the entire time you were walking by and slowly started to move their hands down to their hips, like, just in case you wanted to.
If he wants to dance.
They weren't totally sure, yeah. So, I mean, again, they didn't pull anything, but they were definitely having their hands readied by then as you walked by. And they said, and we actually might be stopping by some of the other taverns in town. Maybe, see if they want to start working for our boss too. It's actually why we're here. And they look over at Bonnie. And then they say, we hear that you guys have a tavern too. Maybe you want to work for our boss.
No, I think we're better off self-employed. And it might be best for you to look for other work as well.
They say, I don't know about that. If you want to try to convince them, go ahead and roll an intimidation. See if they care.
Pull out my smokeless pipe again. Just assume that I've just still had it out, of course, but I'll actually get to use it. Hopefully it'll actually work now.
I'm just gonna sit creepily behind them, cognac in one hand, and I'm gonna pull out the jar of bees and just stare, just stare into the jar of bees as if it were telling me a story.
The regular one or the radioactive one?
Just regular. You don't want to up the stakes.
Gotta give these shape-changing guys cancer. So how about you give us a little more insight? Just out of curiosity, if you're asking us to, maybe come work for your boss, give us, some more specifics. What kind of work are you doing that you're using to make this money?
He says, well, you guys wouldn't really have to work too much. Just, pay a little tithing to the boss on payday.
No, I mean specifically what the work that you have done. Let's just say that. What did you do yesterday? How'd your day look yesterday?
Says, we just, went around town, met a few people, went into a few businesses, see if they wanted to become part of the network. We could offer them protection if they pay us, so we just went to a few different businesses in town.
Still in Staggett form, I'm gonna lean over, like talking to Eldor behind. Hey, Eldor, is racketeering illegal here in Waterdeep?
I'm not sure. Do they also protect from falling down large holes? I'm just gonna look at the hole.
I'm pretty sure racketeering is illegal in Waterdeep, and it sounds like you just admitted to a crime. And I mean, as we both know, neither of us are the real Staggett, but I'm sure the real Staggett would be, interested to learn about that.
They say, yeah, maybe he would, but I think we have other business to attend to first. So, and then they all stand up and start drawing weapons. So, roll initiative for me, please, guys. There it is.
Maybe get some combat music until it crashes. Any requests?
Whatever you want.
Let's go something. Yeah, something. Let's see.
Bar fight music, something Irish.
There you go.
That's the Final Fantasy 1 boss music, I think. It's just an orchestral version of it.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. So they all stand up and they all pull out weapons from their side. Okay, so they all of them have maces and clubs. They all pull out. It is number 6's turn first. And as soon as you guys start, stand up and kick chairs out of the way and weapons get pulled and everything, Bonnie's like, God damn it, not again. Oh, this guy right here. Okay. And he looks over and sees the cowman over there, who just threatened to throw him down the hole. So he is.
Oh, it wasn't a threat.
Okay. He comes over to you, stepping between the table there. Every other space there. So let's just say that chair is not right there. And he pulls out his club and tries to swing at you. And hits. Okay, and he actually gets to go again. So he whacks you once, brings it back, and tries again, and hits again. Okay. Says that's what you get for threatening to throw me down a hole. Now it's Ghost's turn.
Oh, perfect, 20 feet. Okay, so he's gonna pounce on this guy. Set him back a little.
Knock him off of Eldor.
There you go. Slam him into that table. And he did not succeed, so he fell over.
Sweet, so he's prone. And bite.
There you go. It hits. Nice. So Ghost runs and tackles that one and smashes him on top of the table over there. The table doesn't break, but one of the legs starts to get a little bit wobbly on it from the impact, and then he bites him on the chest right there, rips off a little piece of flesh and starts chewing on it. But again, he has this kind of weird look on his face like, this doesn't taste like a human. He's tasted human. Any bonuses?
No, he doesn't have bonuses, but before we end, I gotta fix this thing because his proficiency isn't added to his damage.
Oh, okay, what else?
Oh, shit. Okay, no, it'd be 3.
Okay.
But Becky, I showed you where to put the star, but that was only for the attack, not for the damage. Then, if you go up to the magnifying glass for each one, for his like claw and bite or whatever, hit the magnifying glass, and then there's 2 sections. There's attack and then damage is below that. You see those 2 sections?
Yeah.
So the attack one is where the star is, so that's already taken care of. The damage one, you'll have to manually update this every time his proficiency modifier changes, but just type 3 in the box that says
Okay, yeah.
and do that for for any of his different types of attacks like claw or bite or whatever.
Alright. Got it.
Alright. And number 9 sees you 2 standing over there, comes around and tries to pull out does pull out a glove and tries to swing it at Rob over the table.
I'm gonna riposte if he misses.
Okay. And he does indeed miss.
All right, you gonna get jacked.
And okay, that one's not
yeah,
the
that's
damage
it.
yet.
Oh, natural 20.
Uh-huh.
Oh
Okay,
shit!
I see.
It's the first time I actually get to use my fucking special thing. It's the first time I've gotten a natural 20 for my spear. So he'll be blinded.
Okay. And this one actually will work too. Your bonus table thing, you have advantage on every hit on this guy until he's dead, and he has disadvantage on you until he is dead. You know, so
Nice.
not for everybody else, but yeah, so you'll have no problem finishing this dude off.
All right. Question. This is a little bit in the weeds here. It's not my... Oh, no, this is his turn, duh. So a little bit in the weeds here as far as rules go. The favorite enemy thing, supposed to work, you know, my favorite enemy is humans and how they move. I mean, he is in human form right now because he's Captain Staggett, who is a human. What do you think?
Well, that would make sense because, again, what he changes into, like, physically he changes into it too. So, like, if he changed into, like, a dwarf, he'd obviously step shorter because his legs are shorter and stuff.
And then
so
he would
I
be
think
moving
that'd be
like
fair.
whatever the shape he's in. That's how I would rule it. That's how it makes sense to me. Like, if he changed into a like an elf or a dwarf, then it wouldn't work. But since he's in human form, he has to move like a human, you know, presumably, unless he can still pseudopod and stuff. I'm not sure if they can. All right.
Yeah, so I think that should be fair. Let me see. Okay, yeah, it can change forms if it wants to, but it takes an action to do so, and he did not do so. They all looked like humans, like humans, you know, not just humanoids. There was one of them looked female, and two of them looked like males, but all humans. So yes, that one is still in form right now.
Cool.
So,
All right.
cool.
For my riposte, and then the regular hit. That's it. It's still his turn. That was just my reaction.
Yeah. Okay. So he goes to try to swing at you, and you actually duck up under it and jab him right in the gut with the spear for a nice big hit. Again, he's still up and moving around, but that definitely hurt him a lot. Kind of stunned there for a second, and then he actually swings back around for a second.
He is
to try to whack you.
He's blinded though.
He's
Keep that in mind.
Oh yeah.
My
okay.
spear,
Okay.
if I get a natural 20, then I can blind them until if they use it, they can. Okay, so what it is? Let me find it again here. It is critical hit. This weapon cuts a surgical slash above the eyes of the target, causing blood to blind the creature. On its turn, it can choose to spend its action clearing the blood from its vision, but otherwise suffers from the effects of the blinded condition for the duration, which is 1 minute.
Okay, so sorry, it wasn't a gut stab. You just swing the spear back over and cut a nice big gash in his forehead, like it all goes all the way down to the bone, you know, so you can feel the bone scraping on there too. So he has this big old gash in his forehead, and his eyes are covered in blood. So he already has disadvantage. Would there be anything else that the blindness would cause for his attack attempt?
No, that's how like blindness just imposes a disadvantage. He can't hit anything without disadvantage. So
Then that's what he has. So he's going to attempt a second swing at you, but he looks like he can't see a damn thing. So, and again goes wide. So that blinding definitely helps. It's your turn, Holmes.
cool. All right, then I'm going to. He is wounded already, so and I have advantage because of the special effect from the crit. Is that what that was?
Until he's dead, he had advantage, and he has disadvantage on you until he's dead.
Oh, okay, cool.
And yeah, he's obviously.
Well, I guess the blinded thing didn't actually get to be useful, but it's still cool that it.
Yeah, I
21?
guess that kind of goes along narratively well, but yeah, it doesn't really double stack. And it hits, yeah.
All right. And I'll
Nice,
whip it
yeah.
around and whack him across the temple with the butt end.
Okay. Yeah, that one there, he's hurt. So, and that one hits too. He's probably ain't gonna last much longer.
And I'm going to go ahead and back away just 5 feet. He can go ahead and try his opportunity attack if he wants. He'll still be disadvantaged, of course, but back away.
Because he didn't react. You reacted on him. So okay.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I used my reaction. He did not use his so far.
Still didn't hit.
Cool. That's it for my turn.
Yep. Yeah, because that disadvantage definitely kept him from hitting you. Cool. And
Oh, shit. So it actually isn't. I get 2 attacks now because we're level 5. I'm going to forego my second attack,
yeah.
though. That's fine. It's fine. You know what? I'm going to go... I'll just try it, and if it hits, you know, and finishes them off, great. But otherwise, I'm just going to...
okay.
I forgot. I gotta try to remember to use my second attack.
Yes, it is.
Great, more. Okay. Then in that case, since he went down, I won't back up. I'll just stay where I am.
Okay, yeah. So, oh yeah, that the opportunity attack missed anyway. But yeah, so he didn't even. Obviously, you just stayed right there and hit him again after whacking him with the butt end and everything, and that definitely killed him because the first attack almost killed him. He actually had 1 HP left after that, so he definitely finished him off there, and he is writhing on the ground and not really moving much after a second. So, bleeding.
Cool.
All right, Roger number 2 over here sees the giant ghost cat. Because it was 6 that you knocked over, right, Bib?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So 2 is still standing there and sees Ghost knock his friend on the table and bite him and hop off. So he's going to see if he can hit the fish cat.
Oh no, Ghost has got a higher AC than I do now.
Damn.
Tries once and Ghost nimbly dodges out of the way. And tries second time, and this time he swims out of the way. So did not work. It's your turn, Bib.
You and me are gonna have problems. I can see.
Why did you pick such a weird lion? Couldn't you just find like a regular lion to treat like a dog and have fun?
We get you a picture of Ghost on a t-shirt, have it say, "You're not a fish, you're a cat," under it, so everybody knows. It hits. Number 2. Yeah, hit, yeah. You can favorite enemy, Dave. He is humanoid.
Yeah, okay. So we decided to do that.
Yeah, none of them have changed into anything else right now. Or yet.
Oh, they all looked like humans. I knew
Yeah,
the
they're-
one
they're-
did because he looked like Staggett, but I wasn't sure if he.
Yeah,
the
because
others did.
even before that one changed into Staggett, they all just looked like, I guess, pretty, normal looking, I guess you could say, humanoids. One looked like female, 3 male. And again, they just had,
Gotcha.
like, some purple clothes on and stuff. So, and then that one turned into Staggett, but also humanoids. Next man.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you got a nice shot on him. Stuck him right in his side in the oblique. Still got an arrow sticking out of him. Any bonuses?
Ah, shit. Fucking hunter's mark. God damn it. I'll just say
Laura, yeah. That was Laura's curse the entire time. Was always forgetting the hunter's mark.
It's already on. Did it? The damage?
No, it was still on. She had it. Well, she didn't put it on him. She just had the effect on herself. It's been on there, since the last.
Did you mean to put it on that one, babe? Because you can.
No, it's fine. I'll save it for next time.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the hunter's mark was just there from last session.
Oh, okay.
You just got to remember to clear it off at the end of this. Well, after fights and stuff, whenever the duration would end.
All right, Eldor, it's your turn, sir.
Alright, I'm just gonna look at the wound that Doppelganger 6 gave me and then stare back up at Doppelganger 6 and just let him know he made a horrible mistake. Using my staff, I'm just gonna pound the butt of my staff on the ground and cast Sap of the Grave on Doppelganger 6, 2, and 12.
Okay. So you pound your staff on the ground, and this purple, misty stuff goes flying through the air and envelops the 3 of them. And okay, 6 succeeded, but the other 2 failed. So
Oh, alright.
so the one that whacked you, actually, I think.
The one that's
Succeeded.
prone.
Yeah, the one that's laying down still. So for some reason, it doesn't seem to attach to him as well, but the other 2 seem like they're a little clumsier than before.
Alright. That's all I'm gonna do for now. And yeah, we're good.
Okay, next up, number 12, over here. And he's going up over this way. Seeing that his friend just got knocked out, he's going to see if he can avenge his buddy.
You gonna get dead.
Just kick him over into the hole. He goes for the Undermountain. You guys can meet up with him down there and be best friends when you do the Mad Mage expansion. Even with Bane, he actually hits you with the first one. Pulls his club out, swings at you. Not too big of a hit though. Going to try again. And this one does not work. So he hits you decently with the first one, tries to swing again, but it's just the angle's off and misses you.
I'm gonna go ahead and riposte him too. I got my reaction back because it came around to my turn, so it's I have my reaction back now. So
yeah, because it was your turn right after that. So okay.
This one is not wounded yet, is he? He hasn't been hit yet, right?
Well, let me double check. I don't think so. No, he is still undamaged.
Okay. For 12.
But that one does not connect though.
Damn. Okay.
So in the confusion, you try to swing the staff or your spear around to hit him with the blunt end of it, and it does not connect though because he gets out of the way. Right, round 2. All right, number 6 is the one that got knocked over on the table, so he stands back up, hops off the table. He's going to see if he can whack Sako again.
Take the prone off of him. Otherwise, when he tries to melee it, Eldor, if he's trying to melee it, would be a disadvantage. What was that?
A little moped outside.
First one misses as he tries to whack you, Sako, and second one definitely misses. Okay, he goes to swing and just absolutely fucking misses, and kind of actually falls over again. I mean, he doesn't totally fall over because he goes down to one knee because he missed so bad and stands back up. But when he did that, apparently he gets the feeling that you're tougher than most of the other cowmen that he's never seen before, and is scared of you. So for the next 2 rounds, he is scared of you. So he is like, he looks at you and just gets all wide-eyed and says, "Fuck this shit," and starts moving. So you have an opportunity to attack, but he's trying to win. So you can go ahead and try to whack him if you want, Sako.
All right. Does it have to be an actual attack, or can I attempt to tie him up?
Would
Those are like, I mean, he has to be. You'd have to grapple him first.
Or grapple,
basically.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, you can grapple him. That is an attack action. Yeah, I think. I mean, I know you can normally for an attack action. I think you can for this. You just can't do stuff like Warcaster, or you can't do cast a spell unless it's Warcaster. Let me look.
And as long as that's the rules, that'd be fine with me. If you want to do that instead of swing at him, you can try to grapple him instead if you want. That's your opportunity.
Yes. As he turns, cowers, and runs, just gonna grab him by the shoulders and see if I can just grab.
Okay, so a strength check for me, please, Sako.
Ghost gets opportunity attacks, right?
Oh yeah, because he was okay. Then Ghost will be able to try to whack him too. Yes, because he was standing right there. Ghost hits him. So he goes to turn around and gets clawed right in the ass. And okay, let's see what you. That's funny. You beat him by 1, Sako. And so he goes to turn around, gets clawed right in the ass, and he's again just the size of a human. So you're a little bit taller than him and have a bigger reach. So you kind of just bear hug him from the back and stop him from moving. And now you have him held there. So you're just embracing him like he's your new boyfriend.
Oh, he's about to get some cow cuddles.
That's right. So actually, he is right there, and you have him in your arms. So he is not moving right now. All right, Ghosty's turn.
Alright, well, being that he's being grappled by Eldor, he's going to attack this deck.
Do I need to put a... Is there an effect to put on for grapple, G? Because that would have advantage, wouldn't it, since he's grappled?
Yeah, just have the just keep the effects window open next to it, and then you can just search grapple at the bottom, drag it onto him. I just checked it. You can't. You're officially, as far as Jeremy Crawford, who's the one of the the developer, the designer. You can't do it as an opportunity. Go ahead and leave it like it is, of course. Don't retcon it at all. Just for future reference. basically, grappling, shoveling are part of the attack action, so you have to take the ready action to do it outside of your turn. So basically, you wouldn't be able to use it as a reaction.
Okay.
But leave it like it is, though, just for now. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Or, I mean, you, as a DM, can decide that's how you want it to work anyways. It's up to you. Just rules as written, you wouldn't be able to.
Okay. Then this time, we'll just, let it go, because obviously we're not going to retcon that. We'll remember that for next time. And since the advantage wasn't on there, babe, roll attack again.
No, he attacked a different one, and I'm assuming 9 does not hit.
Oh, he attacked a different one. No. Okay. No, it missed at number 2. When you were trying to hit number 2. So, that one was toast. G?
Let's see, this, number 12 here is still right in my face. Here, Eldor, are you trying to, I'll just shout to Eldor then, are you trying to keep one? Is that what you're trying to do with that one? Or are you trying to throw him over the well?
Oh, number 6. Sorry, cut out there.
Are you trying to keep one alive, or are you trying to throw him down the well?
I'm gonna use an ancient family secret spell on 6. He created a blood feud by hitting me.
Blood feud.
Blood feud.
I thought Ben. I don't think Ben's that far, but I think Becky was, and obviously you were in Borderlands. I'm just going to go and try to kill this one. Then I'll just go for a good stab. He is wounded already, so but yeah, he's active. For a 27.
Connects.
All right, and he is wounded, and he's still human. And then I'll whack him with the back end. Oop, an 11. Actually, that should be a 13. I didn't fix the modifier for that yet, but does 13 hit or?
No, does not.
Okay. Then I'm going to back up to here, and that's it for my turn. He'll get his opportunity attack if he wants it.
Okay. Try to swing at you. But actually, he does hit. So you actually step back. Not too much though. All right. Right here. Yeah. Next to Ghosty over there. Yeah, that's one. So he's going to try to beat on Ghost again. First one does not connect. Neither one of them did actually. So again, they seem clumsier than usual, and Ghost is nice and fast, so those two did not hit. And it's a cautious turn.
Okay, so I'm going to Hunter's Mark this guy. Or not.
Oh.
No, that was
Uh-oh.
shit.
Okay, so because of that fumble, you have disadvantage on your attacks and checks until the end of your next turn. So,
Wait.
so your next turn will have disadvantage.
I'll do it anyways. It says that I can use one of the charges of my bow to shoot an arrow again.
Okay.
If I miss, I can immediately fire another arrow.
Okay.
Alright, so I have disadvantage then?
Yeah. Until the end of your next turn.
Lovely.
And it still hits anyway.
Alright, so favorite enemy.
still got a decent little hit on him. So, even with the disadvantage, that still does hit. Alright, Theldor. You have that dude in your arms.
Alright, so have him grappled. I'm going to remind him that he made a horrible mistake earlier. I'm going to pull out the rope and try to just hog tie him, just tie him up.
Okay, that'd be a sleight of hand, G.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing, yeah. Like, as long as the speed is already 0, which is what the grapple does.
Yeah.
Really?
He starts wiggling, and again, you're pretty big, and he's you know a bit smaller than you, and he's able to start wiggling. He's not freed, but he does be able to keep his hands apart enough to where you can't start tying his hands.
He is a shape changer. It'd be pretty tough to tie him to.
Yeah, that's true. So, yep, he's just wiggling around, and he's able to keep his hands apart enough to where you can't seem to get the ropes around, but you do still have him grappled. So, any bonuses for you, sir?
Could I cast something with a bonus while I still have him grappled, even though I still need my hands? Probably not, right?
If it's a somatic, you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are the components of the spell you're trying to cast?
I think it's somatic. Let me double check here. No, it's only V. It's only vocal.
Verbal. Yeah,
Verbal.
verbal. Just still.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna quickly look over at Rav and see how wounded he is.
I'm fine.
You're fine. All right.
Yep.
Then I will use a healing word on myself.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're actually the most wounded. Nice. Knocked off about half of the damage that you have. Had.
And that'll be it.
Alright. So you speak a word, your wounds start to close a little bit. Because you still have dude writhing around in your arms there. And is 12's turn, okay? He sees he looks over and sees the two of you guys and assumes maybe she won't be as hard to kill, hopefully. So he's going to try to beat you up, honey. Goes to swing and misses with the first one. Sorry, I'm lagging here. And the second one actually is... Okay. Yeah, not too bad though. And he knocked off your concentration for your 300th mark. So when he whacked you, you kind of get dazed just for a second. And it doesn't hurt you too bad, but you feel your concentration slip. So
That's 2 natural ones for Akasha today.
Jeez.
After getting 3 or 4 or something natural 20s in Embers yesterday.
I think it was 3.
Yeah.
Alright, it is 6's turn, so to try to break free, another contested strength check between him and Sako. Right, G?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's
So go ahead and roll a
terrified though.
strength check, Sako. Yeah, that's true. Would that affect his strength check, G? Or would that just have him, he's just going to run his ass away as soon as he gets free?
Terrified, like actually feared?
Yeah, he had a fear effect put on him from a 1 that he rolled against Sako. So he's
Oh,
frightened
okay, I
of
got you. I didn't
Sako.
hear that part. Okay. In that case, then what you would do is you would give him, so you'd still have a contested strength check, but you would give him a negative to his roll, like a -2 or a -5. So
Okay.
before you roll his, you would click down at the bottom left corner, the -2 or the -5, roll his strength check, have Sako roll his strength check, and then you compare the two.
Okay.
Basically, you're adjusting the DC, is what you're doing.
Alright, so he tries to writhe, but he doesn't seem like he's getting too far, Sako, so go ahead and roll the strength check for me if you would, please. But I don't think you're going to have much trouble beating him. Yeah, because again, since he's so afraid, it's like he's trying to pull away as hard as he can, but he's not actually just, using his muscles correctly because he's so afraid. He's kind of just like trying to slap you and everything, so he's not able to get out of your grasp. So you still have him. Strength. Ghosty's turn.
It's flailing and flapping.
Yep.
Damn.
Okay, does not hit.
Alright, well, that's all you can do.
Okay. That was toast. Rob.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rush at 12 here, and I'm gonna use my action to. Wait a minute! I forgot to use my second action, or second attack last round too. I gotta remember to do that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna rush at this guy. Use my first attack as a shove to try to push him. So this well is there? I guess how tall is the like lip around this well? Is it like 3 feet off the ground? Is it 8 feet off the ground? How tall is the wall?
It'd be like your usual gates or whatever at on the side of a lookout tower kind of thing. So
Like
5 feet
height?
maybe. I mean, you could definitely flip over it if you ran. It's more than 3, but it's probably about like 5 feet or so. So I mean, a good shove you could get him over. It's not like 8 feet or anything like that. So and he's
Okay.
he's like 5'8", he's a regular humanoid, so 5'8", 5'10", something
Okay.
like that, 5'6". So
All right, I'm gonna rush him and try to shove him over the wall. Shove attacks. Let me look at the rules for that. How badly wounded is he?
he is. Let me see. He is not quite bloodied. He's taken a few, but he's not in the bloody state yet.
Okay.
He's close.
Then yeah, it's another contested roll. So I'm gonna run into him as my first, because it replaces one of your attacks. So if you have multiple attacks, then I'm gonna rush into him and shove him into the wall and try to push him over the top of it. So it's a contested strength check, which I'm not super strong. I'm gonna use my determination to try to give myself advantage on it.
Okay.
Oh, actually, it would be athletic, so I'd have proficiency on top of that. So 19 versus whatever his check is.
Let's see. No. He got a 4. So.
Okay, so that would put him like up onto the ledge basically, and then it's up to you if you want to give him like a a dex save for him to try to like.
So yeah, you go to attack when you get low, and you put him up over there, and he hits like the middle lower of his back hits the top of the railing area, and he starts to go over, but he tries to see if he can catch himself. He starts swinging his arms around, so there's a chance that he might be able to grab the other side of the rail. But let's see. No, not with that. He goes to go grab, and actually one hand does grab on there, and he swings side to side a little bit, and then his fingers start to slip a little bit, and he's kind of looking up at you, but they're not going to stay, so his fingers are slipping currently as you're looking at him, and then he goes to, unless you do anything else, he goes false.
Nope. I'm gonna let him fall, and I'm gonna jump over the table here towards this guy. 5, 10. I should still be able to make it, and then use my second attack on Doppelganger 2 here.
Okay. So that means he goes
13. I don't think that hits though. All right, that's it for my turn. I still have my martial strike. Hang on.
Yeah, that one.
I assume the 13 did not hit, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Then my martial strike, also a 13. So nope. That's it for my turn.
Okay. Yeah, that one also missed too. And so one dude's laying on the ground, bleeding out. The other one is probably still in the process of falling. And it is number 2's turn. And he sees that he is surrounded, but knows there ain't much else they can do. So if he tries to run, he's probably going to get his ass kicked anyway. So he is going to try and see if he can get you for throwing his friend over the side. Swings at Grav, and that actually hits well.
I'll riposte.
Okay.
Hang on, no,
Can you
never mind.
riposte on
No,
it?
riposte, yeah,
Yeah.
riposte only missed. Yeah.
But let's see. he's gonna swing again. So that first one hits you. Again, not even too bad of a hit. Doesn't even really phase you much. It tries to swing again, but you move out of the way. You missed. Second one.
Oh, sorry. That one missed it? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
that
See if this
second
one-
hit did not connect.
Okay.
And you
A 28.
do hit though. Yes, you hit
All
it
right.
back.
There we go.
All right. And yeah, with
Using
that
all
hit,
of my
he is,
superiority on just riposte.
yeah.
I got one left.
That was a good whack, and he is not looking like he's going to last too much longer. He's hurting for sure.
Okay.
That is it for his turn. Akasha.
Alright, do I have a clear shot?
I said I was standing on the table, so I'm probably in your way. Oh, I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
wasn't really thinking about that.
If you moved a bit, maybe you could still get a clear shot if you just moved just a tad, like below Rob, to where you're not trying to shoot through his legs, hit him in the ass or something. So,
Doppelganger 9 is dead, so if you went down like towards the wall, you'd probably have a clear shot.
yeah, dude's laying on the ground, so he's not even going to be in your way. Nine's not.
So, like, maybe there?
That should be fine. I don't think you're going to have much obstruction there.
Okay.
Because Rob's on that one side of the table, and the other guy's standing on the ground in front of the table, so there should be a clear shot. And it hits.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think that is their exact AC. Because 13 missed, so yeah, that's their AC. So. There you go.
Oh shit, I forgot Hunter's Mark dropped.
I guess you didn't even need to bother wasting it because you toasted him, so he takes that arrow, hits him right in the mouth, and he falls over, dead.
Just stay there. So.
Okay. Eldor, you still have your friend grappled. He's the only one left.
All right, let's try this again. I'm gonna tie him up with a little bit of lead on the rope and tie that end of the rope to the leg of the chair I'm standing on right now.
Alright, give me another sleight of hand, please. Actually, yeah, I'm going to add 2 to that because Ghost is right there helping you out. So, alright, with that, he's still struggling, but you do have one hand tied. So you get the rope around one hand, and you're in the process of getting it around the other hand because that was not the best roll, but you're getting there. So if you guys keep working on it, you can definitely get his other hand tied up easily, especially since you guys can all work on him now. So he is in the process of being tied up. Is that what you said you were going to do, Sako? Tie his hands, and then tie the end of the rope to the table?
Yeah, I'm just gonna tie him up so he can't move, and then what's left of the rope I was gonna tie around the leg of the chair.
Okay. So you get one of his hands started tied, and then you are not able to get the other one, but you won't have much trouble, I'm sure, especially with help. So, any bonuses?
Not right now. Kind of looking around the room. No one's in super wounded mode right now.
No, actually, just a few HPs down. None of you guys are really all that hurt, just a little bit.
All right, good for now then.
Around. He again is going to try to break out, but with that frightened, he's definitely going to be not having much luck. So let's see what we can do, because he is still. Yeah, not with that. Again, same kind of thing, just flailing around, not even able to push away much, just keeps hitting you like open palmed on the chest and shoulders, trying to get away. Ghosty's turn.
Gonna be. Alright, well,
AFK, 1 second, we'll let Esther out. Be right back.
Okay.
it's not letting me click on Ghost for some reason.
Trying to move him or something?
Yeah. Every time I go over him, it says Doppelganger 2 has fallen.
Oh,
There we go.
okay, there we go. Now you can put him wherever you want him to go. And that thing is grappled, so it's not going to get an opportunity to attack the doppelganger's not. Because he's restrained, so.
30. He's just gonna go in front of him in case he tries to swipe.
Okay. Alright, so Ghost kind of just steps over. Well, not over him, because Sako's holding him, but in between the body and Sako holding his new friend over there. Any bonuses for him?
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
Back.
Yeah. And it's just that one, the other already out, so.
Sako's already
you
half
can-
tied up.
You can finish him off if you want.
You weren't trying to save him? You didn't want him for like a snack later or something?
Oh, I was gonna do something to him, but since he's the last person, we might as well just end it.
Well, if he's tied up, I'll just, you know, I'll leave him for. Like he's already not gonna, you know, risk hurting anybody. So.
Alright, Ben.
I'm just gonna have an arrow knocked in case he escapes.
Okay, so you'll have your action ready. Sako, back to your turn, sir. You're still holding your friend and have one arm tied.
Yep. I guess let's just continue to tie him up and make sure the rope is tied to the leg of the chair I'm on.
Alright, then slide a hand, but this time with advantage because again he's surrounded and everybody else is sitting there, you know, trying to keep him. We'll just say that, you know, Ghost has him scared and all that stuff too. So, oh yeah, definitely a good roll. So you tie the other hand and then tie it to the leg of the chair. So he is restrained and tied, and the other end of the rope is on the leg of the chair. So,
Perfect. Anybody have any questions for him?
Who does number 2 work for?
We'll make this more interesting. I'll grab Doppelganger 2 and push him off the ledge and sit on the chair.
alright, so you're gonna pick up 2 and throw him in the hole?
Yep.
2
and
is the
then-
one that's already dead.
Yeah.
Did you mean
Oh,
to
sorry,
grab 6?
6,
Yeah, the
yeah,
weird
sorry.
mouse over. I think it's when they're dead. Like the mouse over when I try to mouse over 6, like half the time it's actually showing me the info for 2. But yeah, I think it's 6 that you meant, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, tied up.
Yeah, tied. That's 6, yeah.
Yeah,
So you're
essentially we're gonna yeet him into the hole and sit on the chair, so he'll just be dangling there in case anyone has any questions.
Alright, so you pick him up and you take him over the hole, and then I'm guessing you yell at either a caution or a Rob to sit in the chair, right?
Oh no, I'll sit in the chair. I'm just gonna push him, and as he's moving towards the hole, I'm gonna sit in the chair.
Okay. Then he goes this way. In fact, actually, as soon as you let him go, he starts running away from you anyway. He starts running this way. So you might want to grab on the rope if you don't want him to go, because he doesn't even know what he's doing. He's still running towards the hole. So I'm guessing you grab onto the rope or tie it to the chair, because he's running away from you and he's going straight for the hole. Because he's still frightened. He's not in his right mind. So you still have the other end of the rope, right? Secured?
Yeah.
Okay, because he actually goes and hops over, and now he is swinging because you actually still have the rope, and he's sitting there hysterical, just yelling and screaming down there, swinging back and forth a little bit side to side, because he can't look at you and stay close to you because he's still frightened of you, so he has to try to run away from you.
And that works. Anybody have any questions?
Nope, I'm good. I'm just gonna sit down and finish my drink.
Yeah, I still got half a cognac. I'll probably just sit here as well and finish my
Oh, I
drink
guess-
as he freaks
yeah,
out
I guess-
dangling.
All I got was a double, so it was never mind. My drink would have been long gone, but yeah.
Alright, well after a little while of just drinking and watching him flail down there, I'll go ahead and get up and let the chair slide down the hole.
Sorry, Bonnie.
You get up, and you hear scratching on the side again, and then you just hear a voice slowly getting quieter and quieter, and farther below you as he falls down the hole to meet his friend down there. And then Bonnie says, "Man, everybody's always wrecking up my bar. But yeah, those bastards need to be taken care of anyway. Appreciate the help.
Where's Dernan these days?
Hang on a second. And okay, I'm bad at this, but I don't remember exactly who Dernan was. The name sounds familiar.
Dernan was the owner of the.
Oh, yeah.
He was the guy that ran the place. When we first came here at the beginning of Dragon Heist, he was the one that was here.
Yeah, and he was the one that was behind the bar, wasn't he?
Yep.
And helped you guys with the troll, lit him on fire.
Yep.
Yeah. He says, or she says, he's actually still around. He's just not here today. He had a day off. He's been taking a few more days off since that troll came up. He's tired of all the odd shit that happens here, so he hasn't been around as much. But he's still here though. But he kind of has me taking care of the place a little bit more, so I'm the one that's here all the damn time now. And no, I haven't seen any more trolls come out of that hole. So
I bet you he's at court fighting off all the legal issues that came from the OSHA violations.
she says, yeah, that would make sense. And then, you know, not that those were the best of customers, but 2 of our customers did just fall down that hole, you know, whether on accident or on purpose. So,
Yeah.
Well, the other 2 were dead on the floor. I don't know. I don't know if that's better.
and she's like, go ahead, honey.
So I'm gonna go hand her 5 gold for causing trouble in her bar.
Okay. And she says, thank you. And she's like, while you guys are at it, fellas, would you mind, you know, picking up these other 2 bodies and having them join their friends down there? Easier than, you know, having to bury them somewhere.
Yeah. Real quick, I'm gonna let the dogs back in. Be right back.
And then she grabs a rag and a mop and gets one of the other employees out there, and they go over and start cleaning up the blood and everything. But again, they're annoyed that the bar got messed up, but they're definitely happy that you guys helped them. And she says, thank you, babe, for the money that she really appreciates. And the thought is mostly what she appreciates, because, you know, most people just break chairs and stuff like that and leave and never come back. So
Yeah, well, I feel her pain. Since we own our own bar.
yeah, she says, oh, well, you guys probably have fights breaking out at your place sometimes too, huh? Yeah, so it gets annoying having to fix stuff, but I'll just go buy the bent nail and have them help me repair this stuff, get some more stuff, and get these chairs fixed, no problem.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys got helped with the cleanup and everything, and that is set up. So you guys did help with that. And then again, when you guys were talking to her before, she did tell you of some places where there are some, as far as she knows, decent shape-changing folk around. So if the Harpers are still interested in recruiting them, you could let them know to send some of their recruiting agents over to, you know, certain businesses and places where these legitimate doppelgangers frequent. So
Yeah, we can do that.
and you guys did help take care of at least some of the bad ones. And she says if, you know, she finds out about any more that are causing trouble, that she'll let you guys know, so you guys can go try to take care of them just like you did with these ones.
Well, I suppose that was another good day's work, guys.
Yeah.
Head back to Ghost Bar, get some real drinking in.
All right, you guys head back over to the bar, and I'll double check the rewards on that, but I don't think it was really too much. I think it was just renown for each of your guys' guilds. So you guys both have more renown in your respective guilds, because that was a combination of the Emerald Enclave one for you, babe, and also the Harpers for you, G. So, because they were both, again, about those doppelgangers.
Yeah.
So the guilds thank you yet again for your work.
Cool, cool.
And then, let me find that other one. What was it? There was one for the Order of the Gauntlet comes and says that they've actually had, which you guys are familiar with too, but in the field ward, there's been talks or instances that they've heard of where rats are causing trouble. Again, trying to mug people in the streets and steal from them and that kind of thing. And they think that it's part of the I can't remember the name of it, I just saw it again, but the Shard Shunners. Yeah, they think it's the Shard Shunners, but I mean, you guys pretty much dismantled the Shard Shunners when you took care of Kelso and them. So, but there are more rare rats causing problems, and the Order of the Gauntlet had came in. We'll just say, you know, when you guys are back at your bar, relaxing the next day or two, that the Order of the Gauntlet comes in to talk to you, Sako, and tell you that there's been some were-rats causing trouble at some of the businesses out in the field. So they were asking if you guys could go investigate it and let them know what you find out and see if you can stop the problems. And again, they mentioned the shard shunners, but you guys know that that can't be it unless they're trying to regroup or something, because you guys took care of him when you killed Kelso's family and recruited him. So
Up to you, Wildor.
Sounds good. We'll definitely take care of that.
and they thank you, and again, let you guys know the businesses, and I'll look that up. I just don't want to go back to where it is, but again, it's out in the field ward, so and you guys will know where that is. And then we will do that next time.
All right.
Sounds good. What's next week? The 20th.
20th? Yeah.
Yep. Everybody.